Welcome to my channel. Today we gonna talk about how to read the Hindu newspaper. Okay, for UPSC. So let's start. So guys, मेरे पास ये द हिंदू का न्यूज़पेपर है और I have this the Hindu newspaper 6 July. Okay, so let's see what we have to read and what we don't have to read for UPSC. So here's that CBSE to cut syllabus, hold board exams in November and April. So it is the new education policy. So it is important for our UPSC, and if we can see in our syllabus that it has mentioned about the education. So related to any educational news, it is important us to read that. So we will take this. It is important. So first of all, we take all the important news. Then all important news. Then we will start reading. Okay. So this is tribal activist father Sant Swami dies in Mumbai hospital. So its news is important, not so important, but you should know who is the tribal activist, who is the father of tribal activist. So you should know this. So father is the Sant Swami. So it's enough, okay? Because in our UPSC syllabus it has mentioned about the tribal groups also. If we look at our UPSC syllabus, then we will find that it has mentioned that topic tribals. So related to anything about tribals, it is important that, okay? Now look forward. Then here is the Supreme Court against Section 66A of IT Act is still used. So it's about the IT sector, and it is related to the policies and the policies or sections about the IT sectors. So it's also important. We should read that also. So we will take this. We have to take that. Okay. Then look forward. Disappointment with the PM's meeting Gupkar alliance. So this is not so important because it's a political news. So we cut that. Now looking forward, Bihar eases more COVID-19 group COP to reopen educational institutions. So this news is not important for UPSC, but for your awareness, you should read that. But it's up to you. You want to read, then you read. If you don't want to read, then leave it. Okay. Now looking forward, Twitter failed to comply with IT rules. So it it's related with that news also. So you can link that to both the newses and read that. Okay. Then this facial recognition used to verify jab beneficiaries government. So it is related to our present situation, that is vaccination. So you should read that because it is about the awareness, and you should know, you should be aware about what's happening around you. So take that also. So moving forward to the next page. So here is all the clutter. It's not that important. It's not important at all because there is nothing to read. So now this page. So this page is totally political page. So you don't need to read this because it's not important for our UPSC. This page is also not important, so we have cut that. Now the editorial page. This page is the most important page, okay guys, because this page is so important, and you can easily relate all your answers through this page. Okay, so here we can see heavyweight. So it's a political news, heavyweight, so we don't need to read this. A virus theory of origin, a place for science. So it so this editorial is important, article is important. Then gagging pandemic mortality with civil registration data. So this is not also important. Then is the Trump again. A fraud charges are an opportunity for the GOP to find new leadership. You can read this just to update, but you have to read one article every day because it will improve your reading, and it will improve all your means writing. Then moving forward to the next page, educate inadequate promises for Punjab. So it's also not one of political news. It's a political article. For crafting unique partnership with Africa. So it is important because it is related to our international relation. Then will the national judiciary work? So it's also important. Then moving forward to the next page. So this page is a totally linked up to the first page. So whatever we read in the first page, and that is short, and there is written that continue to this page or that page, then you should continue to that page also. Okay. Then moving forward, this is also not important page. This page is also not important. Now come to the world section, international. Then here is, we have to choose what is important, what's not important. Okay, so over 1,000 Afghan troops flee to Tajikistan. So it's not important because there is war between Afghan and Taliban, you all know this. So according to that, everyday news comes, so it is not important. Okay. Then here is armed men kidnapped 140 school students in Nigeria. So it's also not important. Which then China wants to expand ties with Europe. Xi Jinping tells Macron's Merkel. So it's important because it's a bilateral relation. Then hacker demand $70 million. It's not important. Learn to live with virus, Johnson tells. Okay, then you can read this because it's about the awareness. Then you can or cannot. Indonesia faces oxygen shortage. It's also not important. Then Israel look to renew law that keep our Palestinian spouses. So you can read this because it's about the law. Okay, that is renew. So the question can become about that. So you should read this. Okay. Then next page. Business page. You have to select what to read. Like RBI to buy 20,000 crore G-Sexes July 18. 88. So in RBI page, it's not policy things are important only in business page. Policy making types of things, but only that things important, nothing more than that. Okay. Then here's the policy black holes for space investors. So here is not that important anything that you read. Or here is the sports news, which is completely not relevant to our UPSC exam. So this is not important, and you don't have to waste your time reading all this news. Okay. And again, here is also a sports news. You don't need to read at all because the questions come so 0.1% from that section. So it's no importance to read or waste your time reading all this. Okay. So that's it for today, and I think you know what to read and what not to read in this today's newspaper. So for okay, so thank you.